Welcome in, everyone, here at Bloomington Jefferson High School, and we are back for day 2. It is the semifinals here on North Metro TV. Blythe Whaley here with you for this state semifinal of adaptive floor hockey. In the PI division, this matchup is between Anoka-Hennepin and Brainerd as they take the court. About to get started here in just a few moments, and you can tell these guys are very confident. As we talked about earlier, Brainerd haven't lost a game since 2016, and that is a big, huge accomplishment for them as they work towards the championship. But there at center court, that is Candace Atwater for Brainerd, who wins that face-off. Puck flipping and soaring over these mats and out of bounds. So this thing is going to be a battle. Both teams wanting to make it further in this state tournament run. Anoka-Hennepin has 3 new players to their team, but something that's tough for them today is some of their best players are gone on spring break, and so trying to make sure that some other players are stepping up to help Anoka-Hennepin to that championship if they can make it. But moving around the court, Caden Robinson sends that puck flying here to the near side, trying to track it down. But Anoka-Hennepin able to clear that puck out of danger, getting that out of their defensive end and up the court. Brainerd had a big win yesterday, beating St. Paul 12-1. So feeling very confident coming into today after that big win. But our face-off, again, is going to be Candace Atwater against our Anoka-Hennepin defender. And they get set, trying to make sure they clear it out since they're so close to their own goal. Olsen tracking it down, but able to clear it out and get that up the court. That's Austin Swanson for Anoka-Hennepin. The Mustangs having to defend quite a bit so far in this game, only a couple minutes in. Still scoreless, but it is Saturday in this game, a little bit earlier than maybe they are used to. 10:30 was when this one was supposed to start, a little bit later, just because that's how the state tournament works. But puck just about towards goal, and they do find the back of the net. Able to net this one is number 23, Ote. Ote leading the way for Brainerd, and you can see why they had that 12-goal game yesterday. They've already put one in just a few minutes into it. Tracking this one down, Austin Swanson for it goes out of play. 12:41 still remain in this first period before the break, and it gets set, another face-off, and of course Candace Atwater right there to make it happen. Ooh, just about. Another puck sent flying, and again, that was Ote trying to make it rain. He already has the first goal on the board. He wanted a second one. Candace Atwater helping win that face-off again, and in front of the net. The defense able to come away unscathed. Austin Swanson helps clear that puck yet again. And Anoka-Hennepin having to play some tough defense as the puck sent flying. Just about got the second goal. Not quite. Atwater took a rip, took that chance, and that's what you need to do to find yourself in the championship. You have to take shots to be able to score, and you see Candace Atwater shoot her shot. 11:20. As we get set again. Puck up and over the net. Stays in play, though. Defense tracking it down. Evan Stern. Brainerd got control back, sent it flying towards net. And can't quite. The defense is feeling the pressure. Brainerd has been in their own end, and Anoka-Hennepin just trying to clear this puck. And I think if they think about possession, oftentimes seems you want to clear that puck, you want to get it out of trouble, and sometimes that is your best option, but how can you find your teammates work together to keep possession, and Brainerd won't have some of these chances that they're having. Coming over here to the near side, Olsen sent it up, defense working. Face off this time, Owen Olsen. Oh, excuse me, no. Candace Atwater will continue to take these. And I don't know why you wouldn't have her take them. She's been doing quite well, winning them. Puck sent into the mats and flung into the back of the net. Brainerd on the board twice, and that one came from distance. Caden Robinson finding this last goal for Brainerd. Woo!
Brainerd's goal scored by number 24, Caden Robinson, unassisted.
2 unassisted goals so far. Brainerd up on top, 2-0. Our score, and Anoka-Hennepin is trying to stop the bleeding. They want to make sure that, again, they focus on possession going forward in this game, but they have been doing a good job at trying to clear this one out. Another shot sent in. Owen Olsen rocketed that one towards net. And now Candace Atwater put another one towards the goalie here for this Anoka-Hennepin squad. Believe that goalie is Kenny Hickman for Anoka-Hennepin. We're seeing him have to make some big saves. Puck back in play, Atwater. Going against Evan Stern. We'd seen that battle for the face-off throughout this game, and another puck sent in. Not quite on the mark this time, so Brainerd will work it around again. Atwater trying, and just about. Robinson tried to score his second. A couple of these players that already have a goal, they still want another. We saw how many they scored yesterday, 12 goals. So they're not gonna just settle for 2 here today. Robinson going behind his own net, swings this one up, able to find and keep possession. That's Karen. Flung that puck forward, 7:30 ticking down on this clock, and a battle in the corner. Austin Swanson for Anoka-Hennepin, looking to work it out. Puck sent up, able to come back down. And that one flings into the back of the net, and that's Robinson's second goal of the day. You can tell Robinson almost didn't even have as big of a celebration. They're up by 3 now, but he's still very happy, I'm sure, after scoring the 3rd goal for this Brainerd Warriors team. They have been warriors. We've seen them fighting time and time again. But on that far side, Karen fights for it. Robinson pushed it back up. Puck sent in. And the defense from Anoka-Hennepin just trying to again possess, but this one sent into the back of the net. It found its way, slicing in. That was a tough one to save, and fourth goal now for the Warriors.
Brainerd's goal is scored by number 20, Hunter Zilka.
It's Hunter Zilka with that goal. This is the fourth goal of the game, and all on Brainerd's side. As they work it around again. Anoka-Hennepin possibly on a fast break, pushing up the court. It's Evan Stern. Anoka-Hennepin wearing those dark jerseys with purple lettering. Brainerd in that royal blue. And we're gonna switch to that far side for the face-off. Evan Stern against Atwater. But now Anoka-Hennepin in position to possibly strike and look to chip away at this deficit. Able to stop it up. Swanson had some defense pressure there initially, but puck sent back deep into their own end, and working here along the sideboards. Switching sides of the court though, Anoka-Hennepin got a touch on that puck and pushed it just a little bit further towards the goal they're looking to score on. But back to Zilka. He just scored that goal moments ago, and again, another player looking for his second and team fifth as they are on the hunt. 12 goals in that game, but already 4 in this first period. Hunter Zilka against Stern. Zilka got the puck sent over, but teammate able to handle it and into the side netting. That was Atwater. It almost looked good. You always think so when you see that net move, that maybe it had a chance. But Anoka-Hennepin touching that puck. Joey Tona. Behind the net, Austin Swanson working his way free. He almost was able to play it to himself if that puck went to jumped out of play. That could have been the break Anoka-Hennepin needed up the court. 3:45. So our clock, and Atwater will go up this time against Austin Swanson. We'll see if she has the same success there on the far side. Austin Swanson gets it stolen. He was double teamed there. Defensive move there by Cheetah. Puck. It's to come out. Referees stopping this play up in the face-off from Atwater against Swanson. Swanson, the senior. Atwater, the junior. Puck back in play. And putting that one towards net. Robinson didn't have as much power as we saw earlier from him. Against the mats, Swanson pushes this puck forward, and excuse me, that's not Swanson, that's Tona. Tona working to defend, but Brainerd gets it out. The Warriors on a tear and didn't quite get the puck off the way he wanted to. But Caleb Karen had a chance. He had that fast break up the court, showed his speed. Back at it, Karen again, deflected. The defense working hard. Cheetah got that one out, put in the back of the net. Atwater runs up and strikes. Atwater finds the team 5th. Her first of the game.
Brainerd's goal is scored by number 7.
But how awesome for Brainerd. They've had almost all of these goals have different goal scorers. 2 of them coming from Robinson. But out of the 5 goals, 4 different goal scorers for Brainerd. So you can tell why they've had so much success their season. They're 8-0. Again, haven't lost since 2016, so those wins just rack up when you're looking back over the years of how many it's been since that loss. Puck pushed back, Atwater a chance again. The defense, Cheetah, stopped it up. Robinson sent it back up. Gonna look to possess this time. Sending it back. Karen sends it back now, Robinson. Over to Zilka. Defense able to make them not be able to take that shot. So I would say Anoka-Hennepin doing a good job of just delaying that. They reset the net, get that ready. And just a minute remaining as this clock is flying by. The face-off. Owen Olsen taking on, I believe, Austin Swanson. Behind the net, Evan Stern flings this puck all the way down deep into the offensive end for the Mustangs. And they're gonna stay down here. Austin Swanson trying to keep it there. Puck sent flying back, but good job getting it back up. It's Joey Tona. Looks to get it back out, stolen away. And back to the Warriors. Fighting hard against those boards. Able to get free. Olsen got that deeper into their offensive end. Karen sends it over to the near side. Zilka against Stern. Stern got it out for a moment, but again, this Brainerd team has really just been able to lock it in and stay in that offensive end for the majority of this first period. The clock, the buzzer, it goes, and our score 5-0, Brainerd against Anoka-Hennepin. We'll be back here after the break here on North Metro TV. Back here on North Metro TV, this is adaptive floor hockey if you're just joining us. Brainerd against Anoka-Hennepin. I'm Blythe Whaley, and Brainerd got off to a tearing start, 5-0 our score, and maybe Brainerd, they were that confident. They knew that they would get up early in this game. 8-0 was their, 8-0 was their record, and so they had the 12-goal game yesterday. Feeling confident now as they head into this second period. Can run down those goal scorers for you. Otay opened the scoring for the Warriors. He had that first one. Caden Robinson had the second and third goal for them, and Hunter Zilka netted the fourth, and Atwater got that last goal, the fifth one on the board. Stern taking a shot early. Can see that the Mustangs regrouped there over the break, and they're ready to get one of their own. 14:45, only some seconds have ticked off this clock, and already a chance there for Anoka-Hennepin. Stern ready to take on Owen Olson. Anoka-Hennepin having to track it down. Austin Swanson with it now. Sends it up. Stern, the battle against the mats again, and it's a tough one. You don't have much space, but Swanson working from behind his own net. Pushes this one forward, but a defender is there. Zilka stops him up. Brainerd back with possession momentarily before Swanson came back with a vengeance to get that puck back. Soaring that one forward. Tona tried to be on the other end of it. Couldn't quite get there, and now having to run back. Austin Swanson goes to collect this puck. Trying to use his size to his advantage as he was maneuvering there. The defense was surrounding him. Puck sent in, Owen Olson. Found it again. 6th goal in this game. And Owen Olson is the reason for this goal.
Brainerd's goal is scored by number 11, Owen Olson. Assisted by number 20, Hunter Zilka.
Credit to the scoreboard. I think they put that 6th goal up there before. Almost didn't even happen. It seemed like it was so quickly that they pushed that button. A 6-0 game now we have, and the Warriors are leading it. Talking with the coaching staff there for Brainerd before this game. It's Todd Person, the head coach, and he's been here for 10 years coaching this Brainerd team. And of course, if you think back on what the stat was earlier, that they haven't lost a game since 2016, he must have a lot to do with it, helping these guys and girls know what they need to do to get the victory. But that's what he told them in the pregame for the state tournament, just getting them ready even before yesterday. Just do what they need to do, and they know what that is through that hard practices they've been putting it through. But he thinks they've been doing a great job passing the puck, finding each other, and we've seen that already in this game. Austin Swanson for the Mustangs, trying to get that out of their own end. He has possession of it now. We'll see. Oh, stopped up. Owen Olson just scored that last goal, and now he keeps possession for the Warriors as they work this one around, coming from the backside. Zilka sends it back. Karen giving it up to Olson. This puck flinging around, but Austin Swanson trying to make it difficult for them. He's doing a good job defending for the Mustangs. Seen him all over this court. Had to say his name quite a bit just because he's had an impact already today. Swanson getting this one up there. I'd love to see him take a shot. I feel like he has the power in him to rip that shot, and we'll see if he's able to do so as we get further into it. 11:20 ticking down in the 2nd period. And Zilka snatches up this puck and gets it on over to Karen. Working it around. Olson defended by Stern. He gives it up to his teammate. Karen again. Now Olson looking to use that support pass. He sent it backwards. You see that in sports a lot, trying to open it up. They have a better vision back there if they can send it. But running back onto it, Karen. Olson tried to send that one towards net. Didn't have the power on it maybe that it needed to slip past this goalie and get into the back of the net. But still, Brainerd has possession. And if you think about it, with this 6-goal lead, that's really all they need. They just need to hone in on having possession. They don't really need to score. Obviously, who doesn't like to score more? So they're going to look to score more if they can. But really just have to hone in on keeping possession of this puck, and doing what they've been doing so far is making it difficult for Anoka-Hennepin to even have an attack. But we see them there, up in the offensive zone. Getting tired. You can see some of these guys, they played yesterday. Oh, excuse me. Well, I guess our Anoka-Hennepin team didn't play yesterday. Something to mention, too, is they had a forfeit. They played against, we're supposed to go up against Minneapolis South, who had to forfeit. And so this is their first game of the state tournament. .938 ticking down on the clock, 6-0. The Warriors are up in the face-off. Looks like Owen Olsen getting set to go up against Stern. Shot. Zilka took it. There's a lot of obstruction there in front of the net. Couldn't quite get it placed exactly where he'd want it, but they're going to work this one from behind the net. Karen with it, just so close. But a good stop up. Goalie was there. Atwater keeps it in their offensive side. This puck having to come back. Face off, Stern and Olsen again. Olsen collects. Zilka sends it up. Austin Swanson looking to push this puck forward, and Atwater having to run back to defend. We've seen her up top quite a bit. Now she's having to play back on D. Gets that puck up there and out of danger. You see her fighting against Stern there for positioning, and she comes over and she keeps it before getting that one out. She didn't allow Stern to have it, so you have those small victories, even though that one finds its way out of play. But 7:50 left in this second period. Back in play, the Mustangs taking on the Warriors, having to work from behind their own net. Austin Swanson just about able to clear this puck. Now trapped up against the boards. And into the side netting, Karen tried to put a chance on net. Austin Swanson comes back to help recover. The Mustangs get this puck out of danger, pushing it up just a little bit more. Stern just about to keep it there. Can't quite do so. And now Karen sends it towards net. Stopped up by the defense and able to get in front of that. We believe that's Kenny Hickman in net, and doing a good job getting in front of this last one. 6:22, Owen Olsen facing up against Stern. Getting his gloves back on and getting ready. They need him to be. Austin Swanson, he's been able to help a lot of these pucks stay out of that net. Trying to clear that one. That puck was centered. Zilka just about able to get something on it. He doesn't. Again, all they really need is this possession, and Atwater swings it over. Olsen gives it up to Zilka. Zilka sending it through. Karen keeping, again, this possession, just moving around from player to player, but still in the offensive zone. But Stern now looking to make a run, and we now have just 5 minutes and 15 seconds, and this last one, the referees calling it on Brainerd. So the face up in front of Brainerd's net, and now maybe an opportunity here for the Mustangs if they can use it. Puck sent forward, and just about, that was Devin Westby, helped keep that puck. Now Tona working to keep it. Austin Swanson sends it through. Just about a chance that the Mustangs needed. That puck, it had a shot. Doesn't quite slip through, but the Mustangs hopefully will feel some confidence from that. They just about had a goal, and just down by 6, still a good amount of time. You still have that third period after the second period, so there's still some time on this clock that they'll be able to use going forward if they can just start to get on that run. So Owen Olsen with the puck now. And Evan Stern double teamed there on the side. Karen quickly gets up. Make it difficult again. Austin Swanson has been such an impact player in this game, helping keep the Mustangs with possession, clearing out that puck, but sent forward. Stern, he's been working quite hard for the Mustangs, and now maybe a chance. Austin Swanson just about finds it. Like that he's taking shots now. Before I felt like he was just clearing it up, but now he's looking to score, and I think that might be how the next goal happens, is if Anoka-Hennepin can continue to use what's been working here these last couple chances that they had. But right now, Atwater with time. Austin Swanson has some time of his own. He works around one defender, but gets stopped up by the second, and that's Owen Olsen. Keeping this puck with his offensive team down here ready to find. They're looking for their 7th, so many. But again, they had 12 in that quarterfinal, so they're just half of that right now. And 2 minutes, 24 seconds ticking down. Karen gets it stripped away. Puck sent forward. Atwater collects again. They get it back, sent in. The defense for Anoka-Hennepin able to make it difficult. That's Cheetah again. He's been able to be in the way of some of these Warriors as they've looked to find the back of the net again. Austin Swanson's defense again being there. He has been a consistent player for them today. Tracking it down is Tona. Puck right in front of net. The opportunity was there for Brainerd, but they aren't able to score their 7th. That big stop. Kenny Hickman. Puck back in play. That was Trevion Ote. He scored the first goal, but now Stern on a run of his own, sent it towards net and deflected. Brainerd able to get back in transition. He's set to take on Anoka-Hennepin when they had that run, but I liked Stern's aggression. He got up the court. Puck in front and tipped in. That one found the back of the net. I believe it was Zilka who found it again for the Warriors. We'll have the official goal scorer here for you in a moment. And it was, yep, Hunter Zilka. That's what it looked like from here. This vantage point goal, number 7 for Brainerd. 21 seconds separate us between that next break, and they all probably are looking for it. Maybe a little tired out there on the court. Stern got tipped up in just about. Did that one slide in? Atwater not able to send it from there. That one doesn't count. So still 7-0, Brainerd leading it against Anoka-Hennepin. Warriors on a tear, up by such a good margin. But something to think about too is I believe those first 5 goals were in the first period, but in the second they were only able to score 2 goals. So you think of those small victories, and Anoka-Hennepin should feel good about that performance, able to just allow 2 goals versus the 5 goals they let in that first period. But just 1 period left. 7-0, Brainerd leading it. We'll be back here on North Metro TV.
An apple core, or potato peels, that leftover pizza you promised you'd eat.
Ew.
Those dirty napkins and paper towels. Stop treating us like garbage. Did you know up to 30% of what you're throwing away could be composted? Composting gives your discards new life, which can be used to improve soil. To learn more about the new organics drop-off programs available throughout the county and get your free starter kit, go to anokacounty.us/organics.
Back here on North Metro TV, this is state tournament play here for the adaptive floor hockey, and this is our PI division. So when we continue in this game, just a period left, but right now we get the honor of having Nick Rickenbacker join us.
Yeah, it's good to be here, guys. As you guys caught me up here, Brainerd, like you said, Blade, definitely has been on a tear. Anoka-Hennepin, they need to get something going offensively if they want to make this close.
So that is something, too, we'll look to see if Anoka-Hennepin can find. Again, one of the things that I noted here just a moment ago was since they only allowed those 2 goals in the second period, remember you talked about those small victories.
Yeah.
And you think about, hey, if they allowed 5 in the first, now they only allowed 2 in that second, it could even be a small victory if they just allow 1.
Absolutely.
So if they get just that margin better here in this final period. So those things to think about, but Anoka-Hennepin, of course, wants to find one of their own. So we'll see if they can get one netted. But at the center there, Atwater going up against Stern.
Yeah, Anoka-Hennepin so far looks like they're having a tough time getting out of their zone. Brainerd really taking it to them so far.
Yep, another shot fired.
Looks like they said there was a goal there.
Could barely tell that one slipped in, and that one is just kind of how the day has been going for Brainerd, getting a lot of those chances, and 8th goal. So Owen Olsen strikes again. That's his 2nd of the game. But this time there is an assist, and that hasn't been the storyline for today. So Caden Robinson had a couple goals of his own early on, and now he gets to have an assist on Owen's goal later on.
Yeah, I guess if you can't get a goal, definitely getting the help on the goal is the next best thing.
So 8-0 our score. Brainerd just showing why they've been able to have this winning season. 8-0, their record this year. As they track that puck down, that's Owen Olsen who plays it on over. Caden Robinson with it. But the Mustangs, they just about get it. And that's what's been exciting is we've seen them get it. We've seen them be able to push into that offensive zone. Swanson got it up there. So we'll see if they can keep it there for any time at all. It's back into their defensive end, and Austin Swanson has really had to work today. He's had his job cut out for him with having to defend a lot of these big plays, but puck sent sailing, and that was from Ote.
Yeah, Anoka-Hennepin looks like they're starting to get their feet under them.
Yeah, and that's what's always nice. You know, you have some time. We're into the third period, so they've been out there for a bit. They've learned what's been working, how they can look to come back and have, even like we said, even if it's some of those small victories, are they saying that this puck
I guess
found its
so.
way again? Brainerd, they are all over the place finding these goals, and another one slips past. So that's tough.
Yeah.
Because like we talked about, I mean, they did score 2 goals in that second period. So that was the goal maybe to go ahead and maybe try to just get that small victory. But they can keep it at 2. That can be a victory of its own, just making sure that they stay consistent and still better than that first period.
Absolutely. Anoka's PI team has been really good in the last few years, winning second place at state a few years. But young teams in the state tournament can be a hard thing to overcome. Nerves can definitely be a situation. Who scored the last one? I think it was the Owen guy again.
I think Owen got credited with the assist, so somebody must have tapped that one in. We'll see if we can find out who that goal scorer was to make sure that you guys know. But Atwater pushes it forward, and Owen Olsen tries to strike again.
That close to being a 10-goal game.
Yeah, would you think if you're Brainerd, is that what you're going for? You want that double digits? Or are you more so just thinking about possession?
At this time, I'm just thinking about possession. You're up 9-0 at this point. You don't necessarily need any more goals, but credit to Brainerd to keep pushing.
Yeah, we've seen some good stops. Cheetah has been able to get in front of some, and Kenny Hickman and net able to stop some up as well.
Yeah, Brainerd definitely looks like they've, it almost looks like as if they would have been here last year had the pandemic not shut down the season.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. Yeah, having not lost the game since 2016, you'd think last year they probably would have won it if it would have been going on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you haven't lost a game since 2016, I don't know. That's an impressive streak.
That's what I thought too. I was just, wow, okay.
Yeah.
It's definitely a telling statistic of just how well they've been doing.
And it looks like they passed the puck around pretty well too.
Yeah, that was one of the things that Todd Person, their coach, was saying. He was pretty proud of his team that they are able to find each other and making sure that they're moving that puck around. But also that they work hard on both ends, and we've seen that. We've seen them work really hard on the defensive end. They haven't had to defend too much, but they've worked hard to make sure they didn't have to, I think, to keep that puck locked in.
Yeah.
But Zilka tried to send another one. It's on to that far side now, and Robinson was back to net, sends up the assist almost. You seemed like he was going to get the assist on that one, but Ote can't quite get it towards net. Deflected by a few players, but Zilka looked to strike again, sent it off of the boards, and Robinson tried to play it back to him. They're playing pass with each other. Back to Robinson. Onto that far side, and Atwater lining up.
I mean, this is definitely hard for Anoka-Hennepin. It's hard when you have to play a team that's been undefeated the past 6 years in the second round of the tournament. That's kind of when you're like, oh boy.
And do you feel like because they had that forfeit against Minneapolis South yesterday, that they didn't get to play that first game, that maybe it's kind of hard also to get into the rhythm of, okay, we're back, we're playing, and it's a big game.
Yeah.
Trying to get set up to take on Brainerd, who had that warm-up game yesterday.
Yeah, that can be sometimes a team's downfall, like winning by forfeit. Yeah, it's a win, but like you don't get the satisfactory of playing and earning that win. So yeah, it can be kind of a downfall for the Mustangs here.
They also have 2 of their best players in Mexico.
Oh, boy.
for spring break. So tough break for them, but they are having some players step up and work hard out there
Oh,
to possibly bring them to a chance right here. Tona is working to move that into the offense, but back to Karen and stopped up by Stern.
yeah, the Mustangs defense has tightened up during these last few minutes. There's one small victory there.
Puck sent back. Zilka gonna keep it away from Swanson. Sends it on over to Karen. Has some time. Stern's over there to put a little pressure on, but he really didn't come after him too much. Karen working from the mats, gets it to Atwater. Atwater lines up, but Stern is there to make the big stop.
Yeah, the Mustangs tightening up defensively during these last 4.5 minutes that they've been out there.
Yeah, just a little over 7 minutes left in this game. Brainerd Warriors leading it 9-0. And Karen in the corner. Flinging it just
Whoa,
about.
boy.
A near chance for that 10th goal we've been talking about.
Yeah, the Mustangs definitely getting to the Brainerd Warriors. Not necessarily on the scoreboard, but defensively, they've only allowed those two early in the third.
So Cheetah just had another big stop in front of net. Able to get in front of it. 6:30 remaining. Devin Westby trying to play some defense before Karen has some space again to send it over to Zilka.
Yeah, and like you were saying about the forfeit win earlier, Blade, the Mustangs, your legs have got to be absolutely tired after this game. The fact that it's your actual first game of the tournament in the semifinals, but you have your first win in the tournament without having to play. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
Yeah, I don't think I have either, and I think that can kind of be a mental battle, too, of just trying to get ready for this big game after not having one of those games that would have prepared you to be in this semifinal.
Yeah, it's a big mental battle.
But 5:25 separates us from the end of this game. 9-0 Warriors up against the Mustangs. And Atwater go against Stern.
These two teams actually faced off in the 2017 state championship for PI Anoka and Brainerd actually won that game. But Anoka had a great run that year too.
What year was that, did you say?
2017.
Well, I guess that would make sense with their winning record that they had to have won. That's cool, though. That's awesome. I know. I think that's funny when you think about it because you're like, okay. When you think back on some history, like, did they win? Did they win? It's like, well, I guess if they haven't lost since then, they had to have.
Yeah.
Puck sent forward. Austin Swanson. He gets it out. He clears it all the way up the court.
And I think if you're the Mustangs, what you got to think about at this point is not necessarily the rest of this game, but think about the next one, on to the next one. And you have a chance to still be one of the top 3 teams in the state and get in position for a medal. So at this point, I think it's about fine-tuning things for your next game.
Yeah, that's a good point. What can they take away from this game after it being just the first game they had in the state tournament, but now the opportunity to get to play for 3rd and 4th place?
Yeah, it should be an interesting afternoon.
Puck stopped up off the heel of Zilka, so it's got sent right back where it came from. But Ote flicks this one up into the sky.
Yeah, that one was up high.
Just about, but stopped up. The stop by Hickman.
Yeah, that was a interesting pass there.
Again, Hickman is there. Zilka has his teammate come over to help him, but he didn't need to use it.
Ooh.
Sent that one towards net just about.
Yeah, that looked like a save there. For some of these saves, we might need binoculars. You can hardly see where that puck is.
I know, I think that too. Hopefully it shows up better on camera. Hopefully you guys can see it that are listening.
Yeah.
But 2:45 and ticking down to the end of it. We'll see if there are any more goals in this game or if the defense can hold up.
Yeah, Anoka's been playing. This has been, they've looked better in this third period. Their defense has tightened up after those 2 early goals in the third. And right now they're just looking to try and get one on the board or at least hold it just to those 2 goals.
Yeah, like I said, so if they gave away 5 in the first period, but then in the second period, those 2, and now right now they're sitting at 2 that they gave up. If they can hold that, that's still that consistency a lot better than that first period. They learned some things. Ote, set up to Robinson, who again just gets it up the court. They don't really need to score by any means, so they can work this one around and keep possession. But Zilka just holding the puck now. And again, it looks like they're going to start to play that keep away. 135 as this one gets sent all the way back, the deflection.
Anoka just trying to get one on the board, but Brainerd has just dominated this game.
Brainerd's cheerleaders made the trek down here. So they're cheering them on to this victory.
Yeah, that's cool. Brainerd might be one of the very few teams I've seen with cheerleaders before, so that's an interesting fact for them.
Karen tried to get it past Swanson, but he stopped him up. We're still in the attack, Stern. But no. Oh, a near chance for Tona.
So close.
How nice would that have been if that would have slipped through?
Yeah, that would have been really nice. The Mustangs could have had something to cheer about there.
They had that in the last game we called for them, so it's definitely possible. We know it. Five seconds, clock ticking down. This one is just about to expire here. And we see Brainerd have this solid victory yet again, 9-0, the final score. A lot of different goal scorers today for them, but ultimately they'll move on to that championship game. Saw the Mustangs fight hard, and again, that fact that they only allowed 2 goals in the second and the third period, so some things to be proud of as they move to play to try to get third place here later today. So that's going to be a big matchup. They'll see who they have to face to work for that. But ultimately today, everyone came out, worked hard in this semifinal, and we saw Brainerd keep their winning streak alive.
Absolutely. I think Brainerd, like you said, Blake, they haven't lost since 2016, so I don't think Brainerd's fans expect any less. It'll be interesting to see who they play for the state championship.
Well, that will do it here on North Metro TV for the state semifinal in the PI division. I'm Blythe Whaley, and on behalf of my broadcast partner, Nick Reichenbacher, and our camera guy extraordinaire, Rob Clark, we'll end it here with that strong victory from our Warriors, 9-0 here in the state semifinal.